With all the gratifying response for all the varied biryanis that I've shown you in the past, I thought I'll take that leaf a little forward and show you yet another biryani. This one is a Chicken Tikka Biryani. Hey guys, it's me, the Bombay chef Varun Inamdar, and welcome to Get Curried. Well, it's a biryani, but I'm going to make it a little differently. Let's begin. When I say it's going to be a different kind of a biryani, I absolutely mean it. Well, this one is going to be almost like a kache gosht ka biryani, but because it's a chicken biryani, of course, it's going to cook faster. And the chicken is going to cook with the rice, along with your parboiled rice. Remember that. Let's begin with oil in a pan. Now, I'm using a cast iron pan. I'm using a cast iron casserole. Reason being, this is going to be a one-pot recipe. So, let's begin on that note. First things, in the oil, I'm going to add in sliced red onions. And along with the onions, I'm also going to add in a little bit of salt, because that way the onions will start caramelizing faster. Let's add this. Remember that you've added salt at this stage. Let's stir this well and allow this to cook. Now, while this is cooking, let's not waste any time. Let's begin with marinating the chicken tikka. For this, I've taken chicken thigh boneless. To this, I'm going to add in curd, paste of ginger and garlic, red chilli powder, followed by garam masala powder, and finally haldi or turmeric powder. Let's mix all of this together. And while you're mixing this, do not forget that the onions are also getting browned. Let's quickly check that as well. Keep stirring, ensure there are no burn spots or burn marks. This has to be mixed extremely well. Well, if you have some time at hand, you can also marinate this, keep it in the refrigerator either overnight or for 2 hours. I'm making like an instant biryani, so I'm going straight in. Our onions have turned beautifully golden brown in color. What I'm going to do is take a little aside, and I'm going to use this right towards the end while garnishing the biryani. With the rest of the onions, let's move in forward. Into the fried onions, I'm going to add in a marinated chicken. One quick last mix. And this goes straight in the onions. Ensure that you scrape in all the marination, because that's where the taste and flavor of the chicken tikka biryani lies. Mix this. Those little scraping bits, those little brown bits right at the bottom of the pan while frying the onions will add in that element of smokiness in the chicken tikka biryani, which is very mandatory. Remember, chicken tikka, smokiness, those charred bits, that's what's going to come here with those scrapings. The next is to allow this to cook for just 2 minutes. Just allow it to kind of seal on the outsides, and that's where we move into the next step. Once the oil starts releasing the sides of the pan, we give it one final stir, and with this, off goes the flame. Let's start adding in the rest of the ingredients, beginning with quarters of tomatoes, followed by garam masala, and this is the whole spice, bay leaf, cinnamon, peppercorns, and cloves. Just sprinkle them randomly. Some whole green chilies, just snip the ends off. You want to break these into 1 or 2 pieces, that's completely personally your choice. But I like doing it so that it kind of just disperses all through the biryani. Freshly chopped mint leaves. Remember, all through this process, the flame is off. Well, I personally do not like adding mint right towards the end or right on top, because eventually, in the whole process of dum, it darkens, it becomes black in color and becomes very unappetizing. With this, I'm also adding in coriander leaves, finely chopped. Once all of this is done, I'm going to add in parboiled long grain rice. Now, this is the way normally we cook for any biryani. Well, remember, while you're doing this, just ensure that you lightly just kind of ruffle it so that it opens up. just a little without breaking the grains of rice. And just move it around lightly. Once the rice goes in, now this is the main component of the biryani, and that is bringing in the moisture, bringing that element of humidity in the biryani, which makes it nice and fluffy, also juicy at the same time. Because what is a biryani? It's a combination, of course, of meat and rice. But in this case, it has to have a little bit of masala. It has to have that little bit of gravy that eventually kind of evaporates and flavors the rice. Now to do that, this is the most important step. And for this, you need to follow the recipe to the T. I'm splashing in water. Remember I said, a very unusual way of making biryani. With this, I'm also going to splash in some milk, and this is full fat milk. Start from one part of the pan and just keep swirling it zigzag like this till you finish the entire quantity. Let's add in desi ghee. Just add in little dollops all across the surface of the rice. Now I'm showing you a very different way of coloring the rice grain. And this is not with any color, but this is with turmeric. What I'm going to do is take half a teaspoon of turmeric, and to this I'm going to add in water, around 3 tablespoons. So let's do that. Stir this well and just ensure that this is lump free. Let's add this spoon by spoon on the surface of the rice. Followed by last 3 things: fresh coriander leaves, followed by a generous pinch of Garam Masala powder, and last but not the least, remember the fried onions that we had removed right in the beginning of the recipe. Let's generously add this. And with this, your chicken tikka biryani is ready. Well, not yet. It still has 20 minutes to go. Let's cover this with the lid. Turn the flame on and cook this on high flame for 7 minutes. It's been 7 minutes on high flame. Time to reduce the flame and cook this without opening on low flame for 20 minutes. It's been 20 minutes and our biryani is done and ready. Off goes the flame, and the next step is equally important. We need to rest this for 10 minutes, just like that covered. It's been 10 minutes. Time to reveal our chicken tikka biryani. It's important for the steam to kind of settle, because that way the rice just fluffs up, and that's very important for a biryani. Just lightly open this up. Last but not the least, just a little bit of fresh mint, and you're there with the most amazing chicken tikka biryani done and ready. Make this for your family, make this for your friends, and if you like this recipe, do share it, do like it, and for more such recipes, stay tuned to Get Curried. Bye for now.